Hi everybody, Beetle Dave, your friendly neighbourhood record collector, calling to you from Derby in the UK. Postman Pat's just been. I've just unopened this and it took me forever to unopen it, but it is unopened now, otherwise it would have made this video very, very long. Right, today I'm going to look at what was in that. I did do a video the other day, or a couple of weeks ago now, where somebody had actually asked me if there was anything I still wanted in my record collection, or if there was anything that I hadn't got that I wanted, or, you know, did I want to upgrade certain things. This is one of the albums that I'd got on my wish list. It's a UK copy of a box set by John Lennon. Now, I have got 4 versions of this already. I've got 2 of the reissues from 2019, I think, and I've got 2 copies that was pressed in Japan in 1976 on Odeon. The other ones are on Grapefruit Records or some sort of Canadian thing, but I'd always wanted a UK original pressing. Never thought I'd get one. Usually these go for £500 plus. I have had a quick look on eBay before coming up and unboxing this thing that took me ages to get out. Right, so I have now got the UK version of it. It's John and Yoko's wedding album, if you haven't guessed. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I've always wanted the UK version. Like I say, on eBay, cheapest one I could see today was £150. I did go on Discogs as well, so I'm learning. Cheapest one on there was £59 or £69, something like that. Add some of the bits, add the LP and add the record cover, but didn't have the box. Right, so I never thought I would ever get this. I'm really, really excited to share this with you. This is the original UK pressing on Apple from 1969. So it's Sapple 11. Sapcore, sorry. Sapcore 11. The box has been held together with sellotape probably since the 1970s. The only mention of Apple Records is just there. So we'll open it up and see what we've got. Hopefully we've got all the goodies. The box actually isn't in that bad a condition, to be fair, for saying how old it is. You have got the marriage certificate of John and Yoko. Hint, hint. But for some reason it's upside down. So whether that was just in the UK, because I know on them it is the right way round. Yeah, I think somebody's tried to keep this together, which in hindsight they've probably saved it, because these boxes usually do just drop to bits. Ah, what's this? Baggism bag. I always thought this baggism bag was just like a plastic bag. This is actually a PVC bag. I've never ever seen one of these. If you lived in the UK in the 60s and 70s, you used to buy inflatable dinghies to go on like canals and rivers, and this is like the stuff that was made of. Very, very thick plastic, baggism. So even I've learnt something today. I didn't know that the baggism bag was anything like that, because in them reissues it is just a white bag. Then we've got, I think this folds out to be a poster. I know a lot of you've probably already seen this, but this is the all original UK pressing. Original UK. Quite hard to show you this. These are drawings by John, by the way. Then you've got like a little booklet, which is the press. A little bit of creasing on it. Basically photos out of newspapers of John and Yoko leading up to the wedding and when they was married and things like that. It is actually quite nicely put together. Then we've got the actual record. Let's hope it's in nice condition. Let's hope it's in nice condition. No, I can't actually believe that I'm holding this in my hands. John Yoko Sapcore 11, published 1969, manufactured in UK. No mention of EMI. Probably see it better on that side. Quite a rare record. Well, it's not quite rare. It's as rare as rocking horse teeth or hen's teeth. Don't know if this is original in the sleeve. It says UK patents pending. So it probably isn't it. Then you get the album cover, record cover. John and Yoko having a kiss. John and Yoko with the bedding for peace. Opens up as a gatefold. See, I've learnt something else, and the UK one goes in there, like on Beatles for Sale, inside. On the later issues, it goes in there, on the edge where you'd expect it to. And it just says Sapcore 11 right there as well, if you can see it. And John and Yoko wedding album. I'm actually dead excited. You get the postcard. You get the passport photos, which are in a little wallet. It's the first time I've ever seen them in a little wallet. And you get a picture of a piece of wedding cake. Hint, hint. And then that is the empty box. Again, been sellotaped at some time, but it has probably saved this, in all honesty. I can hear you all shouting now, Dave, why the hell have you bought this when you've got 4 copies? Well, one, I've always wanted the UK pressing of it. It has been, I've wanted this for over 40 years. Yes, I know I'll probably hardly ever play it, but I still can't believe that I've actually got it. A lot of fans don't like this album. They don't like John and Yoko's experimental albums. To be honest, I do listen to them occasionally. Not very often, but I do listen to them. It's what John and Yoko was doing at the time, isn't it? And the famous quote about this and his bedding for peace and everything was, well, we're getting married, we might as well make a spectacle out of it or an event out of it, because the press are going to follow us everywhere we go anyway. Which is true, isn't it? So I can't believe that I've now got one of my holy grails. Is it holy grail? Or something off my wants list that I did the other day. So it's the original UK 1969 pressing of the wedding album by John and Yoko on Apple Records. The Japanese versions will say Sapcore 11 on the inner groove, so their mixes are exactly the same as the mix on here. I don't know about the recent reissue ones. So now I have 5 copies of this, and looking at this, the Japanese ones and the reissues, the boxes are slightly wider. Like on eBay, I did have a quick look. They go cheapest one I could find was £150. They go up to 500 plus. On Discogs, I could only find one today of a UK one, and it was the UK one, Sapcore 11, but it didn't have the box and it didn't have all the contents. So basically, you just buy the LP, and I think that was £69 if I remember rightly. What did I pay for it? What would you pay for something that you wanted for over 40 years? It wasn't cheap. But I have treated myself, and it's a bit of like an early gift to from me. I paid £99, or was it £90? It was either £90 or £99, I can't remember now. So if we say £95, let's split the difference, £95 for a record that could be worth up to £500. Yes, it's not in mint condition, but even the ones for £500 aren't in mint condition. There was one on eBay the other week, which was the UK LP in an American sleeve and in an American box, and they wanted £550 for that. So I don't think I've done that bad. Not that I'm ever going to sell it. Like I say, that's one to tick off on the wish list now. I know not everybody likes these experimental albums that John Yoko did. I've always had a soft spot for the wedding album. I think it's a very, very elaborate box set. It's just unfortunate there's not really any proper music on it. But it's what John and Yoko was doing at the time. Hats off to him. It didn't sell many copies in the UK, to be honest. I think it did chart, and I mean really, really lowly in some chart in America, or Billboard chart or whatever, something like that. It did chart in the very, very lower reaches of that chart, like position 199 or something like that. Like I say, in the UK it didn't chart. It is very, very hard to get a UK box set that's complete. See, I didn't even know that bag was like that, so I've learned something today. I didn't know that when you open the gatefold, you put the record in like you do with the original UK Beatles for Sale albums. On the reissues, you put them in the side like you would nowadays. So, have I got a bargain? I think I have. The only thing is I might have to sell one of them Japanese ones now. I don't know. Because I don't really need 5 copies, do I? That one I will never sell. It took me 40 odd years to get that. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, by the way. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Obviously thank you to the old subscribers. Thank you to everybody that is supporting me, leaving me comments, leaving me likes, giving me messages of support and things like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know that this album or this box set is not to every Beatles fan's liking, which in some ways I can understand, but I've always liked it. I think, like I said, I think it's a brilliant box set. It's just a shame there's no music on it, but it is a celebration of John and Yoko's wedding as well, isn't it? Which is why the reissues came out in 2019, wasn't it, for the 50th anniversary? Yeah, so I'm honoured and flabbergasted and actually quite speechless to actually have this at long last. I'll never sell it, never ever sell it. I might sell one of my Japanese ones, I don't know, but that depends. I mean, they go for like £100 odd. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope I haven't bored you. I hope it hasn't gone on too long. If you're not subscribed, by the way, just think about subscribing, because it is free, even if it is a old geezer like me talking about boxes of experimental music by John and Yoko, or by George Harrison, or Paul, or, you know, Sentimental Journey by Ringo Starr. You know, it is a Beatles channel, but it's also a record collector's channel as well. Even if you don't like the Beatles, if you ever come across this and it is the original UK copy and you can get it for under £100, you have done very, very well. Very well. Like I say, these usually go for around the £500 mark, sometimes less, sometimes more. Like I say, there was one on eBay the other week and it was the UK disc, but it was in the American album cover in the American box and it didn't have all the bits with it. So I think I've done alright, and as long as I think I've done alright, it doesn't really matter, does it? So thank you to everybody once again. Whatever you're doing, please stay safe. Remember, you are the Beat in Beatle Dave. Without you, this channel wouldn't exist. So I'm going to wish you all love and peace, and I'll see you very, very soon. Ta-da, my ducks. Bye-bye.